And then it all started, this synchronistic, almost daily, this daily journey through a maze. And when I started out, it was a thick maze. I had no idea what this was all about. Just felt I had to go with it. I didn't even know why I had to go with it. I just got to go with this. And what's happened is, it's like some force has been opening and closing doors. So I go down this road in a maze and not this one. And so coming round to, you know, answering your question directly, I just follow and have followed now for nearly 20 years this pulsing, this urging, this knowing that passes through me. I edit my life on the basis of that. Will you go here? Don't feel to. Will you go here? Yeah, I feel, I'll be there. And what has happened as a result of just doing that is I've walked into people, experiences, information, books, documents, which has taken me, when I look back, on a very specific journey. I've described it before as like you're trying to put a jigsaw puzzle together, and some force is handing you the pieces. Almost in the right order that you can encompass them in the picture most easily. And so, first of all, in the early years of the 90s and through to about 1996, all the synchronicity was about the 5 sense level of this conspiracy. Banking scams, families connecting, same people behind this and behind that and behind that, who's behind the drug networks and all that stuff, banking families and engineered wars, what was really behind the Second World War, the First World War, what's this, and then what's this this network that is the guiding force of this conspiracy, all that stuff. And then from about 96, when I came to America to talk about this for the first time, and lots of people turned up. I talked to 8 people in Chicago, I remember that. It was that was what you might call an expeditionary 3 months, because I was talking to myself most of the time. But I was picking up information as I passed around, and what started then from 96 onwards was the next stage of this, which is these families that I'd learned so much about in the years before, were actually connected to some non-human race or entities, for which they were basically fronting up an agenda within this 5 sense reality. That's when I went into the whole reptilian stuff. And of course, the synchronicity of my life and my journey, personal journey, and my communication of information are fundamentally connected, because part of my massive part of my life is, as I've been learning more and more, you know, my personal journey has been clearing out my own body computer programming, so that you know, I can access higher and higher levels of consciousness. And of course, everyone's got the opportunity to do that, and many people are doing it now. So I've had great challenges in my life at the same time as doing the information to break this up. And break these programs up, and one of the biggest ones happened in 1991, when I started talking about what was happening to me. And of course, I was a well-known television presenter in Britain, so there was monumental ridicule of a kind that, you know, few people can actually have experienced. I mean, I would walk down the street and be laughed at by most of the people in the street for like 2-3 years. A comedian only had to say my name, no joke necessary, get a laugh. What I was just going to say, the reason I bring this up is about the synchronicity of my life. It's because from 96, when I started going to the reptilian stuff, because I'd been through that mass ridicule in the early 1990s, it had cleared me out of the key thing that most people live in, the prison that most people live in, which is the fear of what other people think. Therefore, to me, coming out from the late 90s about the reptilian stuff was not a problem, because the level of ridicule could not be greater than what is before.
Everything is spiritual. Everything has a spirit. Everything. We're here on Earth only a few winters. Then we go to the spirit world. The spirit world is more real than most of us believe. The spirit world is everything.
Pondering the day, the dark energy around us will reach critical mass. Until then, we all run around in circles chasing the moon. What can we do but look to one another, always confused? Maybe I could avoid it, and maybe I could be one to anoint it. Through audio waves that penetrate your soul and make you feel whole. Not the things that you hear on the radio, it just seems all the same, you know. Coming together, we need this indomitable wind. Like MAHATMA Gandhi said, it comes with within. And don't be your own fake. A man never knows his own strength until he has to give in. And before you judge another man, make sure that you're right with yourself inside. And most people are repressible nowadays. They take your own personality and wear it days. All I know is the darkest rainbows are coming, so you know. But we gotta escape, we gotta make right for things that we thrown away. Over and over, it seems that it's never gonna end, it's never gonna mend. But we gotta be right, we gotta patch all the wounds that we left inside. There is always wounds that within, ones you can't see. There is always wounds, ones within, ones you can't believe. There